Hello aspirants, I am Indumati Karthikeyan from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 20th January current affairs, the topic taken from the Daily Edition. It's an editorial topic, the radicalism in Bangladesh, Syria and Afghanistan. A surge in radical government and hope of democracy. It's a topic. This topic comes under our GS2 effect of policies, politics of development and developing countries on India's interest. This topic why in the news. The last thing India needs is the revival of Islamic radicalism. There is a radicalization in Bangladesh. One thing seems a fairly certain now. If an Islamic radical group were seized power by force, then the world will be willing to legitimize it and forgive its past deeds. But till the time such a group does not capture power, it will either be fought tooth and nail and not trailed like an enemy. First of all, the political landscape of South Asia has been marked by a complex interplay of democracy, secularism, and also the radicalism. In recent years, now India, the world's largest economy, has been navigating the numerous challenges that could affect its internal stability and also religious regional influence among these changes. First of all, the political direction of its eastern neighbor Bangladesh are of particular concern. The potential resurgence of Islamic radicalism in Bangladesh poses a significant threat to India's national security, regional stability, and also there is a broader democratic aspiration for the South Asia. The Bangladeshis political radicalism, there is a many historical context. There is a roots of radicalism in Bangladesh. First of all, the radical ideologists in Bangladesh trace back to internal and regional factor, including the influence of the global jihadist movements and local extremist group. First of all, there is a three prominent groups in Bangladesh. That is a Jamaatul Mujahideen, that is known for the orchestrating coordinated bombing in 2005. Ansarullah Bangla Team, that is ABD, linked to the assassination of secular bloggers and intellectuals, and Hezbollah inspired factions have also gained the influence. There is a key drivers in this Bangladeshi. There is a socio-economic disputes is the main concern in Bangladesh. This is a main concern which derive the poverty, unemployment to create a vulnerability of the recruitment. So this is the main factor which causes the radicalism in Bangladesh. There is a political instability is the second cause. That is a tension between the secularist and Islamist, that political forces. These are the main political instability. These causes the radicalism, and also there is a global influence linked to Al Qaeda, IS ideologies have strengthened the radical narratives. So these are the main important criteria. The recent developments that increased counter terrorism operations since 2016 Dhaka cave attack have weakened many groups. However, radicalism persists, online recruitment and also underground sales. Then the for the radicalism in Syria, that is also a Muslim. That is also a Islamic state. That background Syria, a hotspot of radicalism during the civil war 2011, that present, and Islamic State IS that established control over large parts of Syria between the 2014 to 2019, which enforcing the brutal governance based on the extremist ideologies. And also there is a group called Jabhat al Nusra, that is Al Qaeda affiliated one of the major radical groups involved in the conflict over there. So there is a many key drivers in Syria. That is, first of all, there is a civil war and state collapse. That is a major reason that Assam regime, there is a violent repression of the protests led to a widespread of civil unrest, and also there is a created power vacuums, and also there is a sectarian divisions. There is a division which is Sunni Shia tensions exacerbated by external powers, that is Iran backing the Assam regime and Saudi Arabia supporting rebels, and foreign interventions like US, Russia, and other nations. That military actions complicated the conflict, fueling the radicalism in the Syria, and there is a many impact in this during this radicalism. First of all, there is a humanitarian crisis. There is a million of people displaced and hundreds and thousands of killed. So this is a major concern, major hindrance in this radicalism. There is a radical ideology spread. There is a spread of foreign fighters from around the world were drawn to IS, spreading the extremism in globally. So there is a radicalism in Afghanistan. That is also one of the main concerns. That is a many historical contents. First of all, there is a Soviet-Afghan war in 1979 to 1989. That is a Mujahideen fighters supported by the US and Pakistan resisted the Soviet occupation after the war. Many fighters remained radicalized, and also there is a rise of Taliban that emerged in 1990, imposing a strict version of the Sharia law. The rise of Taliban can happen, and also there is Al Qaeda and US invasions. That is in 9/11 attack. US led intervention in 2001, aiming to dismantle the Al Qaeda and remove the Taliban from the powers. This is a major causes of the radicalism in Afghanistan. There is a recent development. First of all, there is a Taliban resurgence in 2021. That is the first factor that the Taliban regained control after the US withdrawal, raising concern about the resurgence of extremist rule. And also there is a IS Khorasan. That is a Afghanistan remains a hub of radical ideology, and also the terrorism is one of the recent development. There is a many impact due to this Taliban resurgence and humanitarian crisis. That is a human right concern. That is a repression of human rights, minorities, and also there is a freedom of expression. There is a regional and global security. That Afghan remains a hub of radical ideology and also the terrorism. That is the main thing. The impact can be happen be due to the human right concern and also the regional and global security. There's a many factors that contributing the rise in radical movements. First of all, there is a political vacuum. That is a vacuum, the power void left by the collapse of regimes in Iraq, Syria, and created a fertile ground on extremist group. That is a political vacuum is the main cause of the this budding radicalism, and also there is a sectarian tension. There is a Sunni Shia dividers were exploited by the IS to gain Sunni support against a perceived the Shia dominated government. So this is a second main cause, and also there is a foreign intervention and policy failures. That is a in 2003 the US led invasion of Iraq and its aftermath destabilizing the region, weakening the institution, and also there is a globalization of extremist ideologies. The radical ideologies spread through the online platforms and global jihadist networks. So these are the main causes. So these are the main factors which contribute the radical movements in all over the world. There is a political vacuum, there is a sectarian tension, foreign interventions, globalization of extremist ideology, then also there is, so these are the main factor which is contributing the radicalism in all over the world. And also there is a many characteristics of radical governance. First of all, there is a authoritarian rule. First of all, the rule must be a suppression or dissent or harsh enforcement of any laws, especially Islamic laws. And also there is a religious fundamentalism, the rigid, literal, and also there is a interpretation of religious texts is a main characteristics of this radical governance. And also there is a economic control. There is a taxation, extortion, and exploitation of natural resources like oil, revenue. So these are the main characteristics of this radical governance. And also there is a military aggression. There is a expression through a violence and terror attacks is a main major criteria for them. And also there is a many impact due to this kind of radical government. First of all, there is a many human right violations occurs all over the mass execution, slavery, the prosecution of minorities, many regional destabilization. There is a prolonged conflict in the Iraq, Syria, and beyond the all over the world, and also many refugee crises. That is a displacement of millions people seeking a safety, and also in conflict zones. And also there is a many global terrorism, coordinated attacks worldwide inspired by the extremist ideologies. These are the main impact of the radical government. So we should concentrate more on radicalism versus democracy in decline of ISIS in by 2019, that ISIS lost its stronghold due to the coalition of local and international forces. However, the ideological remnants on sleepers is continue to pose a security threat. So this is a major cause of the radical governance. There is a many rise of fall of radical governments like the Islamic states highlights the danger of the unaddressed political grievance, weak governance, and also there is a many global ideological radicalization. First of all, we must understand the root cause. What is the root cause of this extremist ideology? First of all, there is a many root cause. There is a many security threats there, many refugee crises, many destabilization of regional politics. These are the main concerns we need to address. So let us hope for the democracy. There is a many diplomatic engagement is required, that India should strengthen the diplomatic ties with the Bangladesh and also support the democratic institution and counter extremist narratives. And also we need to give the economic partnership, that enhanced cooperation can help to alleviate poverty and create opportunity to reduce the appeal of radical ideologies. And also we need to concentrate more on the cultural and educational initiatives, and also people to people exchange, scholarships, and media collaboration can promote the pluralism and mutual understanding. And also we must counter terrorism collaboration, that coordinated intelligence sharing, the joint counter terrorism operation that are critical by addressing the cross border threats. The potential resurgence of Islamic radicalism in Bangladesh poses a significant risk of India and broader South Asia region, which challenge persists. It promises the democracy and also secular governance remains a beacon of hope. So India should strategic engagement combined with the collective effort of regional and global actors can help the prevent of the radical ideologies and also taking root and ensure the stability and prosperity in both the nation. Thank you so much.